Happy Monday. Hope everybody's having a great morning. So, today on KGRADB.com, you see it's backwards, right? KGRADB.com. Today, Monday, August 9th, 2021. 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Kriston T. Harris, The Rundown Live. So Kriston will have his... Can you... Oh, boy. This is the Pine Bush Museum, folks. Yes, that was the Pine Bush Museum. I'll have information later today, or I will have it later today. Two important pieces of information is coming. And I will not say anything until I can. But it's close. Anyway, as I was saying, today, 12 p.m. Eastern, the Rundown Live with host Kriston T. Harris. 6 p.m., like Ron was busting my chops. Hey, it's the producer show. Ron Iacovetti, great sense of humor, but serious on his work. EVPI, as Tracy. See, I'm thinking about their show, Entity Voices Paranormal Evidence. But yes, it is. It is. Let me get my ugly mug off the camera here. It is Entity Voices Paranormal Investigation. And there they are. So, Cherie, Tony, Chris, Audra, Lourdes, and Ron. And last night they went to the third of four mansions that they're investigating. So you can see them right there. This is their website, entityvoices.com. And let's see. Oh, that's where they'll be tonight. White Hill. I would have loved to have been there too. Now, this place is super old. How do we know? Right here. The history of White Hill Mansion. 1722. Robert Field purchased White Hill. And then it says in 1757, Robert Field inherited White Hill. Look at this. 1776, Captain Houston of the American Navy docks at White Hill and joins Mary for dinner. This resulted in her neighbors reporting her as a colonial sympathizer. So that you could see the history. December 8th, the British Army invades Mary's home looking for rebel colonial soldiers. I mean, this is a very historic site. And you can see it. Throughout. So, yep. That's where they'll be tonight. Right there. And it will be live on KGRADB.com members area. Also, for the time being, you can see it on KGRA YouTube and KGRA Facebook page. This will be live from the White Hill Mansion with Tony, Cherie, Ron, and Lourdes tonight. I would not miss this. I'm not going to miss this. So that's where they'll be tonight, live, right there. Now the producer show is on at 6 with Race and I, followed by Peter Robbins, host of Meanwhile Here on Earth, and his guest did a film regarding Eisenhower and UFOs, aliens, etc. So that should be really interesting. Then, of course, you've got the EVPI. See, I think of the show. I keep saying EVPE. But you'll have the Entity Voices Paranormal Investigations team on live from White Hill. And then at 10 p.m., Jimmy Church, Fade to Black, and his guest, Richard Dolan. So one heck of a lineup tonight on KGRA. But let's not forget today at 12 noon, the Rundown Live with Kriston T. Harris. So I just wanted to come on for a few minutes and give everybody a little update about the shows tonight. I actually have to get ready for shows. It's only 10:30 though, so I got a little time. And what's up, Kenneth? DJ across the river in Wappingers. I'm sure the EVPI team is sleeping, or they should be. They should not be awake right now. They should be resting for tonight. So I will have some important news regarding Pine Bush later on today. At the least, maybe tomorrow. But that was Lance from the museum calling. And once confirmations are made, I will be able to announce them officially here. It is September 4th. It's pretty much an all-day event. For those who've been there, they know. Get there early. Find parking. There'll be vendors all up and down Main Street in Pine Bush, which is the town of Crawford. And then there'll be 3 speakers, 3 presenters at night, and more information to come. There's also going to be other cool stuff going on the day before. Once they officially release the information, then I can discuss in detail. But I can't do it now. Yeah, you know how the parking is, right, DJ? See, I'm going to be there early, and I'm going to drag Jade with me. He doesn't know it yet, but Jade's going to end up getting up early and coming with me to help me. I see you, Jade. That's why I said it. The rest of the crew, you know, they'll probably sleep in a little bit, even though some have to get there at a somewhat reasonable time, too. But it should be a fun day. Like I said, what's up, Marco? I still am thinking about Saturday being at the Kreischer Mansion. I'm still a little hungover from that night with the EVPI team. And Anthony Simonelli. And Dennis. Yes, Dennis. Oh, boy. Here we go. You rock. Talking about you now on a live stream. I have a great show with Jimmy tonight. If I just said who's on Jimmy Church tonight, that's who I'm texting right now. The one and only. I mean, Richard Dolan. Anything Richard comes out with, I'm buying because I love Richard's work and his research. I mean, I have the utmost respect for the man that I'm texting with right now, Richard Dolan. He's the intellect, to say the least. So he'll be on with Jimmy Church tonight. Tomorrow night he'll have Jimmy will have Stephen Bassett. Yeah, this place, the place they're going to tonight, the EVPI team. They're going there tonight. 1722. 1722. Think about how old that place is. It's almost 300 years old. Can you imagine the history in there? A lot of history. It's on the river? Yes, it is. It is on the river. Absolutely. Matter of fact, let's see if I can do a Google Earth on it. Let me put myself on the screen first. Here we go. Let us zoom in. So here we go. You can see now. I don't see. It says White Hill Mansion. That's it, right back there. Right by the river. It's well maintained. You can see that. I can't get in there. It won't allow you to. But that's definitely it. It's nice. So yeah, it's right on the river. Right there. That's one heck of a long journey, river. I'll tell you that. Look at that. Look how you would go in and go up the river. Right through here from the Atlantic. That's quite a trek to get to there. Look at the size. I mean, I wonder if people who live near it report anything. Like if they see anybody walking over here. Can you imagine? All these homes. And if they see anyone, you know, any figures on this big lawn here. Because that thing sits all by itself. There seems to be another house in there. I don't know if that's part of the property. You would think there's a servant's home, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised. Servants' quarters here near the main house. I'm just assuming that. I don't know that to be fact. But still, they'll be there tonight. That's where the EVPI team will be tonight. Live on KGRADB.com. And now I don't know what the weather is for me here for tonight. By the way, for those of us here on the East Coast, keep an eye on the Atlantic. You know me with the weather. Mostly cloudy today, partly cloudy tonight. We'll see how that pans out for a potential Skywatch overnight. After EVPI because I'm not missing EVPI tonight. I will be in chat hanging out like everybody else. I will be there. I am not missing EVPI tonight. There's no way. So, Tracy had a great show, but I'm going to save some of this talk for tonight for the producer show. Tracy's guest last night was really good, Joe Thompson. And he's worked with the EVPI team. I know specifically Tony and Cherie Rathman. Excuse me. So, really great guest last night. Alan had a really interesting guest as well with Zen Benefiel. Tomorrow, Martin is going to have an open line show, and I will be on with him for a little bit till I get bombarded. The last time he did an open lines show, that phone would not stop. It was melting in my hands. It would not stop. That was the busiest. Uh-oh, there's Peter's stuff. All right, so now I can tell you in real time what Peter's show's about, because he just sent me the info, which I got to set it up like now. Tonight on Meanwhile Here on Earth, a conversation with filmmaker Christopher Munch, writer, director, and producer of The 11th Green, a uniquely original take on the what-if possibility that President Eisenhower met with non-human intelligence in the 1950s. That should be an interesting show. So what a lineup tonight on KGRA. Meanwhile Here on Earth, Entity Voices, Jimmy Church, then Richard Dolan's show, and then Micah Hanks. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. Tomorrow, like I mentioned with Martin, open lines. Jimmy has on Stephen Bassett tomorrow night. And then he has Dr. Robert Schock on Wednesday. That's going to be an excellent show. Oh, Jimmy, of course, nails it. Great guests all week. He's been, he's always consistent, but he's been on a roll the last few months with guests, in my opinion. So Jimmy Church, Fade to Black, 10 p.m. Eastern Time on KGRADB.com. And make sure to check out his website, jimmychurchradio.com. He also has the Fade to Black YouTube channel. Martin Willis, of course, podcastufo.com. And also Podcast UFO on YouTube. I'm trying to figure out. So, yes, the gaming channel is used for everything for someone who's coming into the chat. I was going to game, but I got into the whole KGRA stuff. So, again, tonight, don't miss it. Do not miss EVPI. Don't miss any of the shows. And it all started with Race and I doing the producer show at 6. And hello to Ian. What's up, Ian? But like I said, I'll let everybody know about Pine Bush when the information is official. But I will say, if you're going to go to Pine Bush and you want a tour of the museum, make sure you go to pinebushmuseum.com and start booking your tours, because it's only online booking. It is not walk-up. And Saturday is not happening. There will be no tours on Saturday. They're just going to be too busy. I don't think he's having any tours. But if you're going to Pine Bush for the weekend, make sure to check out Sunday's schedule, Friday's schedule, to see if there's any openings. And at some point, on the pinebushmuseum.com website, tickets will be going on sale for the event September 4th for the 3 speakers, the 3 presentations. Now, I do not know how much it's going to be yet officially. I will provide all that information when it's available. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to include food. Last year it did when Mark was there, and Chris DePerno and Linda Zimmerman did virtual presentations because I was the one who did it. I was there with Mark D'Antonio. Mark was there in person. So they had food, they had a little band, and then the presenters did their thing. Anyway, I am going to now drop off all the platforms. I'm going to stop the stream, and I'm going to continue with my friends on Trovo. So everybody on Facebook, YouTube, etc., have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the shows on KGR8 tonight. And I'll see everybody soon.